Earth, our home, incubator of life, through our lines.
Hello, this is Luminousz Star. Welcome to the channel. All of you who are current subscribers, thank you so much for your subscription, and thank you for motivating me and inspiring me to keep this channel active. All of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome to Luminousz Star, and why don't you hit that subscription button below and join the Star family. Today's video is the vampirism of narcissists. Now, a lot of us already know there's a lot of cluster personality and narcissists that we know of personally that do behave like vampires. So this is what we're going to be talking about today. Please mind the description box below where you will find more details such as the references and resources. Also, don't forget to like and share this video. Happy 2018. All right, first point. Due to lacking the ability to emotionally regulate, the narcissist and the cluster personality does not know how to sustain his or her own energy. Instead, he or she goes into search of source. When the target prey has been ensnared, the narcissist taps into the energy field, therefore is energized enough to thrive and keep their false self-image alive. Once the narcissist and or cluster personality moves in on his or her prey, they will tap into the energy field of the targeted prey. All right, and this will fill them up with enough energy whereas they can continue to thrive, and this will keep their false self-image relevant. Let's move forward. Emotion is energy in motion. The narcissist and the cluster personality has low energy due to the emotions that he or she tends to feel and express, which are lower in vibrational frequency. When the narcissist feeds off of the energy fields of others, they tend to be left feeling drained of energy. So everyone who has had the unfortunate experience of being drained of energy by the narcissist or the cluster personality is a person who, again, it's an unfortunate experience. But the other thing that has happened is that the narcissist and or the cluster personality has tapped into his or her energy field. Now, emotion is energy in motion. We are all comprised of energy. So when the narcissist is tapping into your energy field, he or she is almost like they're taking every aspect of you and they are injecting it into themselves, just like a drug. Okay, so that's why a person is left feeling drained. So the narcissist and the cluster personality, they are not able to sustain their own energy. And this is because they lack the ability to emotionally regulate. Again, emotion is energy in motion. So the narcissist operates from a lower vibrational frequency because he or she tends to feel and express emotions that are lower in the vibrational frequency, such as anger and jealousy. When the narcissist taps off of your energy field, he or she is draining you of your energy. Now, the emotions that you tend to feel may be joy, it may be gratitude, it may be love, and these higher vibrational frequency emotions. So the narcissist is feeding off of your energy field, and that's what they are extracting for themselves in order to make sure that they are supplied and that their false self-image rules the day. So if the narcissist knew how to emotionally regulate, they wouldn't really need, or they would not seek to tap into the energy field of others. Okay, so having said all that, let's move forward. Ironically, he or she may not figure out the feeling of drained energy is due to interacting with the narcissist and or the cluster personality. The narcissist is very cunning and crafty when it comes to seduction and emotional manipulation. Therefore, it doesn't become clear to the targeted prey until later that he or she has been energetically drained by the narcissist in the relationship. Pause. So usually it doesn't come to a person right away. This happens to most of us when we're dealing with the cluster B personality and the narcissist, because they are very cunning. They're very crafty when it comes to seduction and emotional manipulation. And the narcissist is very good at seduction. They're very good with the emotional manipulation because he or she does not know how to emotionally regulate. So they have to be good at emotional manipulation. And this is also due because they mimic and they study targeted prey. So every time you are expressing yourself, any emotion, even when you're angry, and you may express that emotion, the narcissist is studying you. They then can mimic you. Therefore, they can emotionally manipulate you. Let's move forward. Unfortunately, many who have been emotionally invested in an unhealthy relationship with a narcissist and a cluster B personality realize the personal consequences until it's too late. Debt, trauma, divorce, addiction, and obsession are just a few results that many have experienced due to his or her involvement with the narcissist and a cluster B personality. Every aspect of an individual's life seemingly is touched by the narcissist and or cluster B personality once they sink their teeth into others for source supply. So once the narcissist and the cluster B personality sinks their teeth into the targeted prey, then yeah, unfortunately, it's too late. The person does not even know what happened. They don't know the half of what happened until it's too late. So once, just like a vampire, when the narcissist and the cluster B personality sinks their teeth in, by the time that person even realizes just a little bit of what happened, he or she could be in debt, they can be traumatized, they can be addicted to the relationship with the narcissist, they may have been divorced, they may have had children, they just don't know until it's too late. Then they realize all of these shenanigans. Then they realize all of the source supply tactics that he or she may have done. But again, it's usually not until it's too late. Let's move forward. Like a vampire, narcissists tap into the energy field of others and drain them dry until there's nothing left of him or her. Some people have changed for the better, while some for the worse after being emotionally invested in an unhealthy relationship with the narcissist and a cluster B personalities. Pardon me. Some people have changed for the better, while some for the worse after being emotionally invested in unhealthy relationships with narcissists and a cluster B personalities for a long period of time. So after being in a relationship for a long period of time with a narcissist or a cluster B personality, see, the person then has been affected. Unfortunately, they don't realize certain things until it's too late. But just like a vampire, the narcissist does tap into the energy field of the people that they are involved with. Unfortunately, those individuals usually don't know the half of what happened to him or her until it's too late. So some people have changed for the better due to that very painful and traumatic experience, while some people unfortunately have changed for the worst. Let's move forward. Signs of energy drainage from narcissists: increased anger, insomnia, irritability, psychic attacks, panic attacks or anxiety issues, depression, periods of restlessness and fatigue, reinforcements of insecurities. I want to go right to that last sign, reinforcements of insecurities. A lot of people who are involved personally with the narcissist and the cluster B personality, one of the things that the narcissist and the cluster B personality likes to do is to make sure that he or she focuses on unresolved issues that can actually go all the way back to their childhood. Narcissists and cluster B personalities, they have a way of pointing out other people's insecurities. Therefore, the reinforcements of insecurities can occur, especially after a person has been involved with the cluster B personality and or the narcissist for a long period of time. The reinforcements of insecurity or insecurities also has a lot to do with the psychic attacks, because when a person has been psychically attacked, that means their mind, their spirit, their energy has been attacked as well, or the energy body has also been attacked by the narcissist. So they may feel insecure about a lot of things. A lot of unresolved issues will pop up. And those unresolved issues can also pop up in the form of flashbacks and nightmares. A person may notice that they're having more nightmares than usual. He or she may be having more flashbacks than usual. That goes right into the psychic attacks, because a person's psyche is not only their energy body, but their spirit and their mind. It's pretty much every aspect of that person. So the narcissist will tap in and just suck that person dry until there's nothing left. Another sign of energy being drained from the person, again, is a psychic attack. There is material out there that talk about psychic attacks. There's movies. Again, of course, there's the internet. You can look this up and do research. But psychic attacks is something that some people are actually testifying to. They're giving their testimonies. After they've been dealing with the narcissist, this is one thing that they have noticed is psychic attacks. So this is another big one. There may be an increase in irritability, just going off for no reason. You may find yourself just being irritated and annoyed by the least little thing, whereas in the past, it really didn't bother you, but now it does. And of course, depression, being in a state of depression because you've been feeling sadness for so long. First, you feel the emotion of sadness, and then it moves right into the state of depression and also a state of anxiety, because now the other thing that you feel is fear. So the panic attacks may be increased. There are other emotions that you may feel more than usual: fear, anger, jealousy, and contempt. Now, I've listed those 4 emotions because the narcissist and the cluster B personality, these are 4 emotions that he or she usually feels and they have no problem expressing. All of those emotions that I listed down there at the bottom, every last one of those emotions are of a lower vibrational frequency, which is what the narcissist and the cluster B personality knows, and they do. Okay, that's what they're about. They operate from fear rather than love. Narcissists and cluster B personalities, they have denounced love, so they operate from fear. Therefore, they tend to operate from a lower vibrational frequency. So when they tap into your energy field, don't be surprised that you have these signs here. And these are just a few. There's more. But do not be surprised that you feel and or experience these things here. Let's move forward. Once a person chooses to reclaim his or her life, he or she realizes that their commitment to the healing process more than likely will become a big part of their lifestyle. He or she comes to peace with this in order to successfully thrive forward past narcissistic abuse. The pain and trauma of having been involved with those who may have a predatory nature, such as narcissists and cluster B personalities, come with challenges. A strong support base will be necessary. So after dealing with the cluster B personality and or the narcissist, it is strongly advised to get a strong support base. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. This is nothing to deal with alone. Matter of fact, this is what the narcissist would like nothing more than for you to try to tackle the aftermath of being with him or her alone. I want to strongly advise again, set up a support base for yourself. It does not mean that you must rush out and get a counselor. It means start doing your own research. It means to start investing in yourself for change. I just want to share this with you all. My opinion, and actually based off of my own experience, is that it is much better to come to peace with the fact that healing is in order. So it is better to make healing a part of the lifestyle rather than remaining in a relationship with the narcissist or the cluster B personality and continuing to be traumatized by it. That's just my personal opinion. Let's move forward. There are no quick fixes to the healing process. One must factor in the circumstances and the duration of the unhealthy relationship with the narcissist and or cluster B personality. Now that the relationship with the narcissist and or the cluster B personality is over, he or she has more elbow room. They can breathe easier now, so they can see a little bit more clearly. So once the person looks at the circumstances and they look at the duration of the unhealthy relationship, then they're not going to beat themselves up, because certain things again will become a little bit more clear to them, such as they were in such an unhealthy relationship. It was a dysfunctional relationship. It was a toxic relationship. He or she pretty much was on survival mode while they were involved with a narcissist. Once a person sees that, they're more than likely not going to beat themselves up too much. Let's move forward to the next tool. Stop giving your prana away. This continued to be available to the narcissist and or cluster B personality. The narcissist and cluster B personality tend to take advantage of every second spent with others in order to tap into the energy fields to obtain fuel and source supply. Keep yourself out of harm's way. So stop giving that prana away. Stop giving your energy away. Stop offering up your energy field by making yourself available to the narcissist and or cluster B personality. That's just a suggestion. All right, let's move on to the last tool. Make keeping a journal while sharing your story with others a part of your strong support base. You never know who may become inspired to thrive forward by hearing your story. Write the epilogue to your story. So you don't have to finish like you started. The story behind your story may have been grim, but by writing the epilogue to your story, you change your story, and you don't have to end the story in such a grim way. By making a part of your support base, whereas you tell your story, that's a huge game changer because you're helping other people. And my stars especially, I want to encourage you to do that if you haven't started. Special shout out to my stars who are sharing your stories, because you don't know who is going to resonate with your story. You're changing people's lives just by sharing your story. You're inspiring and motivating other people by sharing your story. So keep doing that. Okay? So you want to make that a part of your support base. Keep a journal. Write it down. When you think about it, all of our lives are being recorded anyway. Okay? So reclaim your personal power by putting pen to pad. There's so many creative ways that you can share and tell your story and inspire others to thrive forward past narcissistic abuse. Again, especially my stars, I would really want to encourage and suggest you start doing this. So keep a journal and share your story. Make that a part of your support base. These are the references and resources that you can find in the description box below. Before I end the video, I want to point out that I found this human energy field chart very interesting. So the link here is below. This is the last link to this chart here. You may want to go ahead and print this out or take a look at it every now and then. But I found this chart to be interesting because it goes back to the previous slide when I was talking about certain signs that your energy has been drained. If you look at this here, there's blocked energy and there's clear energy, or the energy field is blocked and an energy field is clear. And this can give you a very good idea of if you are involved with a narcissist or not, and if you are being psychically attacked and your energy field is being drained. This chart here is a good chart to go by. All right? Because if your energy field is blocked, you're going to have health issues. You're going to have some pain or chronic pain. I've spoken about this in some of my videos, how some people, when they're involved in an unhealthy relationship with a narcissist, they feel chronic pain in the body. They have health issues and they are prone to accidents. They seem to have, their luck seems to go down. And I mentioned going into debt, divorce, so on and so forth. People can also have an increase in accidents after dealing with a narcissist and a cluster B personality. If their energy field is clear, they will have good health, or their health will return. Their good health will return. They will be feeling better. They're going to notice the difference. The before and after picture will be there. So there will be the contrast. If you go no contact after being involved with a narcissist for a long period of time, yes, it's going to be a bumpy ride at first, because I mentioned it's going to be some challenges. However, you're going to start to see your energy field clear up. You're going to be feeling better. You're going to see a better outlook on life. All these things, you're going to see the differences, okay? You're going to see that. And you're going to feel better. Your money, your health, your career, everything is going to be better for you. You have to give it time. You have to be willing to commit to your own healing process. It's not going to happen overnight, folks. So again, this chart here is I think is an excellent chart to take a good look at. Now, having said all that, I want to go ahead and thank everybody for joining me today or tonight, wherever you may be. I certainly wish you the best, and stay tuned for more videos.